Hey there, Gran Turismo fans. Sando here, representing 3T Racing. I'm proud to present Big Trouble in Little Japanese Cars. This was an event we ran on March 18th, our usual night, Thursday night at 8 p.m. We ran the Honda S800 and the Toyota Sport 800. We upped these vehicles to 98 horsepower. We had a minimum weight of 1,475 pounds and ran sport tires. It was a great night. Let's see what happened. All right. Believe it or not, we're going to start tonight on the dirt. We're going to do one dirt track. These cars are surprisingly fun to drive. Take a look at our grid here. We're at Sardinia Windmills 2. Pretty full grid, 14 drivers. Let's take a look who's joining us. We got Luke, Ahmed, Jerry, Claude, Lutre, Wes, Steve, Remo, Deck, Mag, Herb, James, Stewie, and Sando. Start on the back of the pack here, Sando. And the Toyota Sport. Right off the bat, getting by Stewie. G-Man, Mag Racing. Good start. Further up here, Remo. Come up to the first, or really the hardest braking zone and hardest hairpin corner on this track. Ghosting is on, as you can see. Each car has its advantages. Get a little higher top end in the Honda. A little heavier, generally. Do have the ability to go down weight here. The Toyota is a little bit more revier, a little bit more responsive. You see Skywalker and Luke at the front of the pack here, halfway done with lap one. Jerry here in third. Wes. There's Willie's Jeep inspired livery on that Honda. Sando now up to seventh. Luke started on pole, still leads here on lap 2 of 5. And 3T Racing. Big Trouble in Little Japanese Cars. Now Sando in 5th, and up in 14th place. There's James. 12th, also having a good race. Looks like he's got some separation from Ahmed there in second place. Still plenty of race to go, though. Jerry looking to catch up to Ahmed as well. Good view view from the sky here. Race is coming across the start-finish line to start lap 3. Banzai, says James as he tries to get it by Sando. Got a few cars here. 6, 7, 8, 9. All the way back to Remo. Steve in the Grateful Dead car. Mark Andre. Some issues. Ahmed has gotten past Luke. Good fight here. Jerry still 3rd place. These 3 started 1, 2, 3. Haven't given it up. Looks like Luke's still a little. Wes is still a little further back. The podium has really separated themselves. Wes kind of all alone as we see this battle here for 5th against Sando and James. Both in a Toyota. There's Deck in a stunning livery. Remo trying to get by Claude here. Claude on the outside. So James had a problem. Drop back. Go on board here with Luke. School dash. See Jerry in the rear view. Sideways through this corner. Jerry gets by though. Nice move, Jerry. Racing at twilight here. Get the lights on. Oh. Coming real close to Jerry's bumper. I think there was contact there. Got the momentum to get by here. He does. Jerry's still right there. The final lap. Here on with Quebecer. Luke, 2nd place. Break, break, break. Some ground on Ahmed here. Get back to 1st. Yeah, a little bumping. Let's see. It's going to be a hard fought last lap. These guys have really pulled away from the rest of the pack. As you can see on the map, Wes way far behind. Looks like Sando's going to give him a little bit of a challenge. Try to at least. James and Claude. Remo. Okay, out front. Down the final stretch, Luke's in 1st place. Ahmed is right there. But I think barring anything drastic here in the last little bend, I think it should be Luke's win. Go too wide. And there it is. By a car length. Luke, Ahmed, Jerry. Got Wes. Sando, some speed right behind him. Here comes Deck in 6th. James. Remo, Claude, Steve. Trey. G-Man in the Honda. We'll move on to the next. Alright, we're going to take off those dirt tires, put those sport tires on, go over to Japan, Kyoto, and the Miyabi track we're going to run. We've got a full grid here, 16 drivers. Great track for these little cars. Should provide for great racing. So we take a look at the grid here. A few flags represented. Start with Chris, Skywalker, Wes, Herb, Stewie, Jerry, Luke, Marc-Andre, Mart, Lutre, Sando, Claude, James, Steve, Deck, and Remo. Remo in the S800. Start the back of the pack. 10 laps here on this short course, 1.95 kilometers. Tie-dye mobile of Steve. Great colorful livery. He's trying to get around the pack here. I do think the Toyota is going to be the better of the two cars here. With Mart, James going off, Banzai! Claude, ooh, turned into a little bit. G-Man here, 6th. Slight chicane here, I'd say, not so much. Really high speed. Luke in 4th as we finish lap 1. Chris out in 1st. Long turn here. You got to moderate your speed. Keep it close on the inside line. Let it out. Come all the way across. Use a lot of the curb here. Let's go down the hill. Hardest braking zone. A little bit along the corner as well. Get into this semi-chicane. Down the street again. Pretty simple. Starting lap 3. See, it's about 50 seconds a lap for most drivers. Claude Deck drop back. Marc-Andre as well. Out front, Ahmed. Chris there. Swap places. Oh. Wes in 3rd. Herb in 4th. Jerry 5th. Oh, James goes wide in the background. Jerry trying to get by Martin. Luke. Sando, switch it up. Going with the Honda from the Toyota. Probably a mistake. Chris out in front. Everybody jockeying for position to get around this major corner. On the inside goes Wes. He's got position. get around Chris here. A little bit of touching. Chris gets into the back. Wes here, down the straight. Ahmed now takes the lead, finishing lap 4. Group of about 6 cars here vying for some hardware. Out front, still Ahmed and Chris. Wes there. Jerry in 4th, up from 6th. G-Man trying to get into the party. We've got some members of another racing club, if you will, joining us, the CRT. Again, this is 3T Racing. Race every Thursdays, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Find us on Facebook, 3T Racing. On YouTube, of course, 3T Racing Club. Put together weekly races, different combinations of cars and tracks, things that aren't normally seen on the dailies. Sometimes one make, sometimes maybe a slight theme like this week. We've run weeks where we have the option of 6 or 7 cars. Always try to keep it different. Again, here at Miyabi, and lap 7 of 10. The Honda S800 and the Toyota Sport 800, up to 98 horsepower. We brought these cars to Sport tires. So we watched Luke trying to get around Sando. Chris and Ahmed really fighting it out here. First place. Stepped away from the rest of the group. Chris sets the fastest lap. Breaks the 50-second barrier, 49. Stewie's up to 3rd. 5th. Still trying to stick with Ahmed there. Another lap gone. Big group of cars here. Vying for 5th, 6th. Chris now out in front. Start the last lap. Let's see. Looks like he's got a little bit of distance between him and Ahmed. Look at the row of cars queuing up, taking turn 1. Chris, high speed part of the track, some lag there, that's unnerving if you're driving behind him. Ahmed taking the inside. Ooh, that looked like a little bit of a push, not sure. one's slowing down. Stewie took advantage of that melee. He's gonna get the victory. Came out of nowhere. Right place, right time. Oh, no, Skywalker gets it back. I apologize. Skywalker, Stewie, synergy. Herb, Wes, Jerry, Mark, Claudio, Sando, Lutre, Luke, Steve, James. Got Deck coming down. Mark Andre and Remo, DNF. Wow, what an exciting race, right down to the wire. Can't wait to see what's next. All right, well, these guys are really bringing it tonight. Can't wait to see what's up next. We're at Tsukuba Circuit in our third race here. Our little Japanese cars. Got a full grid, popular night. 7 laps here. Skywalker, Stewie, Wes, Carlos, Herb, Claude, Lutre, Steve, Mark Andre, Sando, Jerry, Luke, James, Chris, Remo, and Deck. Here we are in the back with Deck. First turn. Everybody keeping it pretty clean. Nice and orderly. This track can get a little bumpy in a sense of the driving. A lot of kind of turns back and forth here, tight corners. Easy to get into the back end of somebody. Turn them around. Nope, got a bunny hop, couple. Dead Machine here with Steve, G-Man, Claude sticking hard in the S800. Do you think overall that the Toyota has fared better in the first 2 races? Ahmed out in the lead. Somewhat uneventful lap 1 here. Carlos there in the Little Tykes livery. Awesome. Almost kind of sneaky. You look at it, you recognize it, you don't know maybe where. The details come in, sure enough. The cozy coupe. As the pack comes down through, finishing sector 1 of lap 2. Also going with that spoon livery, the Honda. So Sando run that as well. Variation. Ahmed coming around the back straight. G-Man in 4th. Is up from 5th. So go 3 wide down the back stretch. Claude, Lutre, Steve, Jerry right there as well. Synchronized driving there. Nice and clean, fellas. Down the straight again. Turn 1. Again, looking good, guys. Turn up the aggression a little bit, come on. G-Man, get the eye of the tiger. starting lap 4. Again, Ahmed, Stewie, Carlos, Herb, Wes, Trey, Claude, Sando, top 8. Fastest laps, looking about 1:13s for most of the drivers. Take a look at the leaders when they get back to that. Remo did a 1:12.4. It's the best lap time I've seen so far. Alright, well, 1:11.1. There you go, Skywalker, fastest lap. Stewie, 1:11.5, not too far behind. We start to drop down a little bit. Carlos, 1:11.8. As G-Man makes the pass. Got Wes and Trey, Claude and Sando. Second pack of cars. Again, 1:13 lap times. Chris and AlphaTauri livery. Pretty sharp. Bonsai, says James. Up one spot from 13th. Luke and Remo getting together. Battle with Carlos and Herb up front. Deck, bumper of Jerry here, trying to get by. Two looking pretty good here. G-Man trying to get away from Carlos. 2 laps to do so. Marc-Andre goes off. Haven't had too many incidents this race. Everybody keeping it on the track, keeping it clean. Carlos is giving Herb all he can handle. He's a little tight, but he doesn't drive like a toddler. Looks like Sando's gotten by Loutre. Deck trying to get around James. Coming around to start the final lap is Ahmed. Third place is the battle now. Carlos a little too far away to make a move on that turn. Trey trying to get back at Sando. Wes and Chris there as well. Steve a little further behind. Skywalker setting the fastest lap on his second lap. Unable to improve on it, but very consistent in the 1:11s. Again, final lap, 3T Racing. Thursday Throwback Throwdown. Comes our pole sitter, Ahmed, around the last corner. Gonna get the victory. Stewie in second. Started there as well. 1-2. Here comes Herb, started 5th. Good job for you, sir. Carlos started 4th. Stayed there. Wes dropped from 3rd. Sando up from 10th. We've got Claude, Loutre, Chris, Steve, Deck, Jerry, Marc-Andre, James, Luke, and Remo. Great race, guys. All right, what a clean race. Looked like we knew what we were doing there. I don't actually expect the same here. Our Willow Springs Horse Thief Mile. Crazy course out in the desert. Length of it, believe it or not, 1 mile. 11 turns. We're going to do 8 laps with 15 drivers. Skywalker, Sando, Solid Wolf, Chris, James, Claudio, Jerry, Steve, Wes, Ludwig, Herb, Remo, Loutre, Stewie, and Thunderstruck. Gonna start on here. Thunderstruck. Of course, being Willow Springs here. Dirt or sand around pretty much the entire track. The middle section of this course is an up and downhill weave. As you can see here, move up the track. A ton of places to overtake. These cars are a little smaller, so we do have a little bit more room to work with. You're in a more modern race car, you're going to have obviously a wider wheelbase and just less room to maneuver. Up front, up now with Claude. James now 4th. There's Chris. Looks like him and Sando on our similar Toyota racing team. Very similar liveries here. Ahmed out in front. We're going to finish lap 1 here. About a minute 10 or so. Of course, track lap times will go down. 1:12 for Sando. Sorry, that was Chris again. Very similar liveries. Jerry, a little bit of an off. Able to save it. Dirty tires, though. Oof. Able to keep the position, though. I think the Toyota would be a little bit better here. A little bit more responsive. A little lighter. You see Steve taking the inside. It's really how you're going to have to make your way up. Hopefully somebody goes a little wide, takes the corner a little bit incorrectly. There's Ahmed, Sando on his tail. And looking like 110. Good lap time initially. Probably closer to 105. Carlos down 13th from 3rd. Not sure what happened with him. And again, it's at 105. Ahmed did a 104.5. Sando right there as well, 104. Chris in 3rd place, up from 4th. Claude, 4th place, up from 6th. Jerry, a couple places from 7th. Wes in 6th, up from 9th. Stewie, a couple, see? A couple wheels on the dirt. Oh! I think we may have lost some spectators. Stewie gets reset, loses a couple spots there. Jason. On the Lick Me. Outre again. Nope, he's going off-road. Ahmed still out in front. Sando still giving chase. Race is not over yet. On board here with Sando as we chase down Ahmed. Right there. Trying to get around, trying to take a different line, find some more speed. Looks like he did lose some there. Down the hill. Very little visibility in this car. That windshield banner on, just a slit. Sando unable to make up any ground there on Ahmed. Had a chance about halfway through the lap, right on his bumper, but Ahmed was able to pull away. No one really in sync. You can just see Chris in the rear view slightly. A second or two behind there. Take a peek. Again, definitely doing a little bit better on this first section than Ahmed here. We were able to catch up. Again, right on his bumper. Tight, it looks like. A little bit of battling. Chris has crept in. Claude now as well. Having a great sector there, going purple. Wes up from 9th place into 5th, having a really good race. Jerry just down one. Sorry, Jerry up one position from 7th. Remo up from 12th. It's 5 spots. Stewie up from 14th. It's lap 6 of 8 here with 3T Racing. Willow Springs, Horse Thief Mile 2. Of course, you can find us on Facebook, 3T Racing, and here on YouTube, 3T Racing Club. Post videos of our weekly events. Currently in the off season, a couple weeks remaining. Got a few videos and reviews that we're trying to get out. Like and subscribe, get notified when those new videos do arrive. Post slideshows, usually shortly after the races, just a little review. I like to post commercials, if you will, other short things that you're interested in, excited about the upcoming races or events that we have. Generally running one make races each week, but we do have themes, other smaller competitions like tonight, 2 cars that you choose from. Carlos trying to get around Jason here. Peeking up on the inside. Welcome racers from all over the world, of course. As I've said before, we really only ask for courteous and clean racing. Make a mistake, no one's perfect. Make up for it, you apologize, whatever's needed. Be respectful on and off the track. Ahmed coming around, final lap, gonna get the win. Sando right behind him. Both some really fast laps on the final lap there. Here comes Chris around. Couldn't really catch those leaders. Claude in 4th. Again up from 6th. Wes coming around. Jerry right in his tail. Again, Wes up from 9th. Jerry. And Stewie up from 14th into 7th. Could be the rise of the race. Getting a little squirrely. Gonna be able to finish it off. Here comes Remo, also pretty good race, up from 12th. Jason coming up to finish. Steve's still out there, Loutre. And there we go. Alright, across the pond we go, now to England. Kent, England to be exact. Brands Hatch running the Indy circuit. Should be great for these cars. 1.198 miles, 6 turns. 15 drivers with us. Take a look at the grid. Skywalker, Stewie, Luke, Sando, Carlos, Herb, Wes, Mart, James, Jerry, Chris, Steve, Claude, Loutre, and Remo. On here with Remo. Oh, looks like Mart. A bad start for him. And drop back from 8th already. Claude picking up 2 positions there. Further up with Chris. Trying to get by James, and does. Nicely done. Picks up another position. G-Man. Trying to get by Sando. Eight laps here again. Moving up front through the pack. No changes there. 1, 2, 3. Ahmed, Stewie, and Carlos. Here at Brands, this is the Indy circuit as opposed to the GP circuit. Modified. And kind of similar to a Kyoto. Short, kind of flowy. Very different, of course. Oh, a Skywalker. I'm sorry, Solid Wolf put some wheels on the dirt. Paddock Hill Bend, of course, Hillwoods Hill, to Druids, this first hard corner. It's a hairpin, but close enough. Downhill to Graham Hill Bend. Trey, Steve, James right there. On to the Cooper Straight. Further up here with the leaders, going around Clearways and Clark Curve. Starting lap 4 of 8 here. Still in the lead. Stewie right behind him. Luke in 3rd. Sando and Chris. Carlos, Wes, and Jerry. Top 8. Jerry trying to dart around everyone here. So I think he thought he had some good pace. Looks like he does. He's going to get around Wes, maybe. He can do it on the outside. Nope. It's not enough. So he can get him on the inside, turn 1. On here with Wes. And also running that banner across the windshield. A little squirrely, couldn't even see the cars in front of him. Braking under the banner. Down to second, I would assume. Easy on the throttle. Down the hill. Braking somewhere right at the beginning of the curb. Turn in. See Jerry right on his tail. Double apex here usually. Got this swervy bit to contend with. See Wes's best lap time, 59.141. See if he can beat it here. It's gonna be close. No, just a little short of that. Or 9th, Steven 10th. Again, lap times most guys looking at right about a minute. Figure the leaders are probably at, what, 55, 57 seconds. Skywalker, 58.7. Okay. It is not the fastest time, though. We'll see who owns that as we go through the... Belongs to Solid Wolf, Carlos, with a 58.5 so far in the race. However, currently sits in 4th position, although up from 5th. The two Toyotas of Sando and Chris battling it out for 5th place here. 401 in the 99. Jerry in the 54, I'm sorry. A lot of guys have numbers they run in their car for different reasons. Find some insight on that. Get back to you guys. Trey trying to get around Mart. New Canadian drivers to our group enjoying racing with us. Again, we welcome all. Sometimes we wish we could have more than 16 on the grid, but alas, that's what we're limited to. Hopefully optimistic that Gran Turismo 7 will expand the lobby size. I believe I have heard that it will, but until that's released, whenever that may be. Lap 7 of 8 here. Getting down to it. Looks like Chris is going to get by Sando. Start the final lap. Sando taking that a little narrow. Got Carlos right there as well. Wes and Jerry. G-Man. James. Oh, Steve and Claude. Martin Loutre. Here we go. Stewie looking to make a last-second bid to get around Skywalker. Break his hold of first place here. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. It's going to be really, really close here around the last corner. A little bit of a slipstream. He could pull up alongside. Not enough. Very, very close. Great job, guys. Luke's going to get 3rd. Chris ended up getting by Sando 4th. 5 Sando. Carlos 6th. Down from 5th, we've got Jerry. Wes, G-Man, James, Mart, and the rest of the gang. Great race, guys. Excellent. All right, gonna go to BB Raceway now, see what kind of fun we can get into. Oval action in these cars. A little fewer drivers here now, 10 on the grid. Plenty to have a good race though. 12 laps. Got Sando, Jerry, Skywalker, Chris, Carlos, Luke, James, Herb, Steve, and Wes. Let's start on with Wes here. Notice a couple guys in the Honda now. Again, the Honda has a little bit of a higher top end on this oval. It's going to be the preferred vehicle, I think. But we'll see how that plays out. 12 laps here. Of course, not an oval, but it's an oval style track with banked turns. There'll be some slipstream action here. Not sure if we modified that in the race settings for this race, but it goes here on an oval. Of course, as we can see, finishing the first lap. 1, 2, 3 are the Hondas, although Jerry is punted. We're in our braking zones here, fellas. There's Wes. James trying to make some hay here. A lot of time momentum is the key here. Getting slowed down forever before you can catch up to the leaders. At a certain point, it'll never happen. Chris out in front here, AlphaTauri Honda. Sando in second, also in the Honda. Find the first braking zone is going to even everybody out. If you've gotten a good run there and you're in the Honda, you're going to be able to separate yourself from these Toyotas over the long run. But again, needing to get that really only braking zone right. Hit the wall, you're going to lose some precious time. Chris out in front and up from 4th place. Sando in second. Started on pole. Got Luke. Started 6th. Again, Honda's at the front. For the most part, pretty close together. It's really Jerry behind, but again, had a mishap, and that shows you completely out of the race. One misstep, and everyone's this close together using the slipstream. Like a runaway locomotive, you fall off, you'll never get back on. Braking zone. Too much sparks, I think, from the leaders. You're gonna find, yep, and there you go. Guys in the back catch up. Evens out. Toyota's in the lead. Ahmed and Carlos. And as we come around this final straight, a bit of the Honda's top end kicks in. As you can see, Chris getting past. Herb there. Oh, Herb hits the wall. Looks like he hit Sando. Oh. There you go. Looks like Sando's been reset. Looks like Herb. Somebody's going backwards. Not really sure what's going on there. Now Jerry, who's out of the race. This has somebody to race with in the back. Out front, it's Ahmed and Carlos. Chris right there. Should have a chance in the Honda. Starting lap 7 here. Luke. James as well. Wes. Wes up from 10th. Steve. Jerry making it up from 8th. And Sando and G-Man, latest victims of an incident, dropping to the back of the pack. Ahmed setting the fastest sector time. 2 sectors on this track. Chris trying to go on the inside. Oh, he's scared. Ahmed off the line. Carlos comes through, splits the middle. But some momentum lost by hitting the side there. Luke's going to cut in. James is there as well. Ahmed's going to lose a couple positions. Carlos is taking off. Chris. Whoa. And there goes Chris's race. Got together. Carlos there. Got the worst of it. Just a racing incident. Wes now. Moving up. Started in 10th. Comes Sando. Final quarter of the race. Solid Wolf. Holding on so far. Again, turn 1 is the place to meet up with somebody. Steve and Jerry trying to maneuver. Chris dropped back to 9th after that. Carlos looking to get away from the rest of the pack here. Most guys are taking this first turn way too wide. Jerry swapping positions. Last lap for Carlos. Ahmed there for silver. Where to pick up the scraps. James up from 7th into 3rd. Got Wes up from 6th. Sorry, Wes was in 10th to start the race. Chris caught up to Sando. A little battle for 8th now. Make their race at least interesting. Coming around the last bend. It's going to be everybody's favorite, Solid Wolf. Carlos for the win. Ahmed 2nd. James in 3rd, up from 7th. Luke 4th, up from 6th. Able to get by Wes right at the end, who started 10th. Jerry. Steve. Here comes Sando and Chris. G-Man. Finish out the 10. Interesting race. Let's see what we got next. 6 races down, 2 to go. Our 7th race is going to be at Suzuka East, 8 laps, 10 drivers. Of course, this is the modified Suzuka circuit, 6 turns, 2.24 kilometers. Skywalker, Herb, Wes, Sando, Luke, James, Chris, Steve, Jerry, and Carlos. Start on here with Solid Wolf in the Cozy Coupe. Suzuka East is again the modified full circuit. It's basically going to include the long straight and the S curves mainly. So, see how the boys do. A little action in the corner one there. Steve going a little wide. Chris getting by Wes as well. As we enter the S curves, James in third here, Sando in front. Got Ahmed leading the pack. As we go through the S curves, back and forth. Pretty high on the throttle, not pinned, but a little moderation. In these cars, of course, you can give it more than you would higher powered car. Oh, it's James. Bunny hop on lap one. Hit a few cones there. Looks like everyone's going with the Toyota. Got no Hondas in this race. Everyone's figured out again the more responsive of the two cars on a shorter course like this. Definitely the way to go. You can see that the Honda was able to get to the front and that BB Raceway. Ahmed with a comfortable lead out front. Here comes the rest of the crew. Sando, Chris, James, Carlos, and Jerry. Top six. Jerry trying to get around Carlos there. Not too many options as far as driving lines here. I think really just the fastest is going to be the best. Change a little bit to get by somebody. One through six unchanged since last lap. Everybody got some separation between the cars around them. Chris looking to catch up to Sando there. Oh, James off. Steve gets by him. Ahmed off on the last turn. Chris got by Sando at some point. We're going to get behind Ahmed down the straight here. See if he has enough to catch him before that first turn. Not sure he's gonna. Pretty close though. Solid Wolf, fourth place up from 10th. Cozy Coupe can move. Jerry also started in the back of the pack, 9th, up to 5th. Had a few guys with some offs, gave them opportunities to move up. And Herb. Looks like Chris has gotten a penalty. Burning it off a little bit. Give Sando a chance to make a crowded podium. Top four have separated themselves. Jerry and Luke. On board here with G-Man. Side by side here. Sorry, it's like Luke's right behind him. Peek up on the inside. Herb keeping it tight. Oh, a little wide there. Okay. So you see Luke in the rear view there. So we enter the S. A little too much curb there, I think. This is the hardest of the curves, in my opinion. A little bit downhill as you come out of it. Want to get on the power early, but can't have it off. Herb finishes lap 5 of 8. So he's going to keep Luke behind him. Got 104, 249. Fastest lap by Ahmed on his last lap, 102.9. See Chris with a 103.4. 103.3 for Sando. 3.5 for Solid Wolf. Definitely mid 3s and lower, going to be our good lap times here. 4s are higher. A little slower. You can see Jerry here with a 149. Back in 5th. Luke had a nice lap on his second lap. A couple bad ones though. Okay. 7th of 8th laps here. Ahmed's still out in front. Chris and Sando, 2-3. Carlos in 4th. Jerry a bit back in 5th. And the rest of the pack. Again, 3T Racing, Thursday Throwback Throwdown. Find us on Facebook or YouTube, 3T Racing Club. Of course, tonight, 2 choices of cars for the drivers. We've got the Honda S800. Of course, this Toyota Sports 800. Like to put together. Oh, Sando goes off in the last turn, second to last lap. Oh, that's going to cost him. Carlos moves up in the 3rd. See how far Jerry is behind Sando. Catch him to get 5th. Oh, 4th rather. Ahmed not feeling too much pressure from Chris, although can't make too much of a mistake there. And there's Jerry. A little bit behind Sando, but could still catch him, absolutely. Ahmed coming around the final bends. Chris along behind. Gonna get another victory. Wire to wire. Ahmed. Skywalker, great job. Got Chris up from 7th, gonna finish 2nd. It's a good race for him. But not to be outdone, Carlos up from 10th into 3rd. Sando started 4th, finished 4th. And Jerry coming up in 5th, up from 9th. And we've got Luke, James, Herb, Wes and Steve, DNF. Alright, on to the finale, of course, Nürburgring, Nordschleife, as we always do. Finish up here, kind of a tradition. 1 lap, of course. And we've got 9 drivers sticking in to the end with us here. It's been a great night so far. Again, the Sports 800 and the Honda S800, providing some real fun. We've got Luke in 1st, Skywalker, Solid Wolf, Wesley, Chris, Jerry, Sando, James, and Herb, Eye of the Tiger. Start the race here with Herb. course. Almost 13 miles long, the course. 154 corners. Looks like Sando, the only one in the Honda. It does look like most drivers did stick with one car throughout the evening. Only a few guys changed. A couple livery changes for a couple guys who have big garages, I guess. Own a couple different cars. Chris in the 99. Ahmed trying to find a way to get by Luke here. Very dangerous section to pass in. We go over the hump here. Braking zone. Looks like Luke's going to stay ahead. Ahmed thought better of it. Live to pass another day. Another fast section of track here, although Chris has gotten by Ahmed. Going to get by Luke as well. And does. Let's see if we can slow it down. Going too off here. Pretty commonplace. As Wes does. Jerry under control. Carlos coming through there as well. Here comes James. Sando. This is shaping up to be a good battle for the 1, 2, 3 podium positions here. About a quarter of the way in. Herb and Sando, back of the pack, looking to catch up to Wes. Out front, still got Synergy. Chris in first, the 99 car. The camouflaged Ahmed, hot on his heels. A little bit off on the dirt. Of course, for our trips to the Nordschleife, we do up horsepower to unlimited, allowing for just a little bit of a racier race. Not quite sure what these cars topped out at. Again, we're running them at about 100 horsepower to begin with. Not sure where they max out at, as Sando shows you his aerial skills. Still back of the pack here, 8th place. Herb behind him. Still out front with Chris. Fending off Ahmed. Luke right there as well. Fastest part of the backside of the course here. Ahmed's gonna sneak ahead here. Actually, Luke gonna get his nose ahead of Chris as well. A little bit of slipstream action here, I think. Slow it down a little bit here. Even more. Carlos on that fast stretch as well. Jerry. Well, everybody pretty well spaced out now. Comes Sando, that spoon-inspired livery. Herb, trucking along. Ahmed now back out in front. Oh, catching way too much curb there. All over the place. Luke now scooting up. Chris in third. Again, great racing here. Ooh, Ahmed. A little aggressive on the inside there. Able to get it done. A little contact. Nothing crazy. Let's go around YouTube corner. Into the final third of the lap. There goes Carlos around the same corner. A little further behind, but he can catch up. Should they start battling too much? It's Jerry and James. Wes all alone. Sando had an issue. Luke has fallen off the pace of the front leaders here. Ahmed and Chris. Very little separating the two of them. Chris all over the bumper of that S800. Carlos still moving around at a good clip. Jerry trying to chase down James here. Sando and G-Man not giving up. On the straight. Chris in the lead. Ahmed trying to get that slipstream. Moves to the right. Break the stream, but Ahmed's all over him. Got Luke behind there too. I think a little too far back. And they're side by side here. Again, Luke catching up a little bit. Now Ahmed in front. Got about a quarter of the straight to go. Everyone going pretty fast. And hit the brakes. A little bunny hop by Ahmed. I don't know where that came from. Chris inside. Ahmed a little too wide. Looks like it's gonna be Chris, I think. Last corner, everybody's got to slow it down. Sure enough, it's Chris, Ahmed, and Luke. Wow, awesome race, guys. All the way down to the finish. From the get-go, that was a battle. Got Carlos coming around to get that fourth position. Great race by you, sir. Nothing to scoff at. Gave that little Tykes car all it can handle tonight. Here comes Jerry. James right on his heels. They're going to come across 5-6. There they are. Wes flying down. Going to complete his race. Sando and Herb still out for the Sunday drive. Alright, well I think we can all agree that that was a great night of racing. These little Japanese cars were so much fun, and I think it provided some really good racing and really good viewing. I'd like to thank Jerry Brupp and Luke LaPierre for helping us put this together. Look for us next time. Again, this is Sando, 3T Racing. See you next time.